Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Hi, everyone. Alongside Grant Hill and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Up front, it's Tucker at the 4, next to Embiid in the middle. DeAnthony Melton out there with Shake Milton. And it's Harris in at the 3. And for the Grizzlies, Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at point. And we've got some surprise teams here in the early season.
Some are surprisingly bad, and some are exceeding expectations. There's still a long season ahead, and things can change quickly, B.A.
Now here's Melton.
It's easy to see what a strong on-the-ball defender DeAnthony Melton is. Tremendous instincts, quick hands, and a ton of energy.
Shooting for Philadelphia.
The first free throw is good. And Melton drops them both. Morant with it. Outside Bane. Pass to Jackson. Brooks against Harris. Here's Bane. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. The steal numbers for Melton are always strong. Surprising how many blocks he gets, though, Smith.
B.A., his block rate is much better than other guys who stand 6'2". Combine that with his steals, and you can see why players dread having DeAnthony Melton guard them.
And here are the Grizzlies now, following the score by Philadelphia.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
They get it back. Basket counts.
We all know rebounding is about effort. Embiid is showing lots of it. I love how he's unwilling to give up on the play.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. Knocked away. Stolen by Melton. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Pass to Harris. Back to Melton. Outside Milton. 6 on the shot clock. Driving in. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the mobile one drive.
It's toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly. If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
And yep, it's good. Morant's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's Milton. Oh, sent away with authority.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
Melton against Morant. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Sixers leading. Tucker, the pass to Melton. Pass to Embiid.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Fades back. And he gets that one. Embiid's got his second basket. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smith.
B.A., no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff game.
Timeout call, Memphis.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
A line change here for Memphis. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Niang comes in for Tucker. House post. He's checked in for Harris. And it's Thibault in for Milton.
The defense was begging him to take that shot.
Here's Melton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
At the line for 2.
And he can't get the first one. The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, BA, and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody.
Memphis trailing here. Jones in the post. Melton covers. Jones, his shot is good. 1:09 left in the first quarter. Pass to Thibault. Harrell down low. Working on Clark. And Harrell with the strong finish.
This is Montrezl Harrell, strong offensive rebounder with the skill to make good on the second chance.
.41 seconds left to play in the first. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
This seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
First one falls. Now, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
Korkmaz is checked in for Melton. The 76ers have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Pass to Thibault. 26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's House. Sinks the tray. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Outside Jones. Good D by Harrell.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Sixers on top, leading by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And here's Memphis, trailing by 5. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. John Conchar is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Morant with the bucket.
I like this play. Good teamwork. You don't want to force Morant to do everything himself.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a t-shirt with Julius Irving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, no, I'm Glenn. But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million. Guys.
All right, thanks, Allie. Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, BA. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, He can do both.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Jackson. The baseline J. Joel Embiid with the board. And the 76ers shooting a nice 50% for the game. And here's Harris. Back to Milton. Shoots from the right block. Adams grabs the miss.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Now here's Morant. Last game he had 34 points. Jackson outside. 4 on the clock. Shoots a fadeaway. Rebound by the 76ers. They're getting their first look of the season at the Grizzlies in this one.
And they were able to come away with wins in both games last season. Impressive to say the least.
And we will see if they can do it again this year. Not a simple task by any stretch.
Here's Embiid. Oh, sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Nice.
I like watching Embiid attack on the inside, using his size and soft touch to capitalize. And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season.
Timeout call. Memphis and Joel Embiid. Last season, the first center to average over 30 a game since Moses Malone did it back in 1982, Grant.
Oh, BA, talk about historic company. And how about this? Also the first ever international player to lead the NBA in scoring, too. I mean, he won't be the last with the way things are.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Baines checked in.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And they recover it. Embiid, good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Outside Baines. A minute 53 left in the first half of this game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Shake Milton.
And some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
And Bane drops them both. You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bane earlier in the draft, Smitty.
BA, the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Pass to Clark. On the wing, Bane. Shoots over Thibault. And it's Harrell with a rebound. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Melton up top, defended by Jones. Melton passes to Harrell. Now Melton. Back to Embiid. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Embiid's got 10 points.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
Pass to Clark. Back to Bane. Puts up a 3 on target from range. He's got 5 points in the quarter.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
And here is Harrell. Pass to Embiid. Melton with the ball. Launches it. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Give him 8 points now.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Sixers on top. They lead by 2. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. And in one stretch there, they were up by 6. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. And from what we saw so far from the 76ers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
It's great to see a team going in.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Up front, it's Tucker at the 4, next to Embiid in the middle. DeAnthony Melton out there with Shake Milton. And it's Harris in at the small forward position.
We see it time and time again. Embiid relishes his role as an intimidator.
Milton passes to Melton. And here's Harris. Brooks defending. Harris against Brooks. Harris' shot is good. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Over Tucker. Gets it to fall from the right block.
The D has to be more assertive with Jaren Jackson inside. Even with some contact, he's still able to score. He's already a skilled defender. But recently, Jaren Jackson Jr. has stepped up his game. He causes nightmares for shooters now.
And Philadelphia calls time here. So, Smitty, what do you attribute Jackson Jr.'s defensive growth to?
You know, B.A., I think a lot of it is his focus. He's keeping his eye on the shooters, but it's also just confidence. He's more sure of himself than ever.
Tucker, the pass to Harris. Shot from 12. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Embiid's got 12 points in the game.
You know Embiid loves to produce like this, and you can tell it's firing up the team as well.
Brooks against Harris. Back to Bain. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 11 points in the game.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Outside Milton. Moran against Melton. Pass to Embiid. Uncovered. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Brooks finds Jackson. Now here's Morant. Over Melton. No luck on that one.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Into the lane. And the shot's good.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Making an impact. I love the aggression. Playing on that front foot and looking to expand their lead.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. James Harden, with plenty of confidence, said not to brag or anything, but I'm really good at this game. I'm unselfish. I play the right way. I don't try to do anything I can't do or that doesn't benefit our team. And that mindset keeps me in a good place. Yeah?
Very self-assured, Allie. Thank you. Korkmaz is checked in for the Sixers. And the basket by Bain. Bain's gotten 4 this quarter.
What a dangerous player to have in the backcourt. When Bain gets this high, he will tear a defense apart.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Bain. Here we go, one-on-one. From deep, Morant. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Morant. Pass to Bain. And he lobs it up. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Outside Tucker. Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Bain. 5 on the clock. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. Jackson, pass to Morant. Now Bain. Now Brooks, pounded by Harris. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Dylan Brooks has had one heck of a start to his career. He's a solid rotational player.
Dylan Brooks taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Brooks.
What makes Dylan Brooks especially valuable to a team, he's a competitor who you can count on to produce in the clutch.
Good on both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling, and the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Milton against Jones. Now here's Milton. He's closely guarded. Pass to Thibault. Tipped away. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Brooks from outside. He drops it from range. Brooks has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul. At the line for the 76ers, Shake Milton taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And he makes both free throws. Brooks outside. Can't hit from the elbow. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Grizzlies up by 4. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. John Conchar is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Clark in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. They get the rebound. Harrell. Pass to Niang. Shot clock at 6. Melton with the ball. Beyond the arc. Brooks with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Over to the left wing. Back to Melton. Pass to House. Melton left side. Fires it. Goes back up. And Harrell with the nice bucket inside.
What a great shot. This is why Harrell shoots over 60% for his career.
Brooks outside. And there's the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. To the middle. And it's Thibault missing. Memphis has gone a perfect 5 for 5 from deep tonight. Here's Morant. Clark. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Timeout called, the 76ers.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
And the 76ers with some changes. Tucker's checked in for Niang, and Harris is subbed in for House. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He told his team, quote, "We can do this. This is why we put in the work. This is the moment the work pays off." He's coaching them up for a victory.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Melton. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major impact.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Harris misses. Memphis leading. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Pulls it. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
And the 76ers call time here. Well, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
You have to make it harder for him to score. Deny the ball, even double, whatever it takes to force someone else to beat you.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
Yeah, really the standout element of his game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. No good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. To the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Melton passes to Embiid. Over Adams. The bank shot, no good. The Grizzlies have got 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Outside Bain. Tucker against Jackson. No good there. Embiid with a nice defensive effort. And for the 76ers, they're shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Melton passes to Embiid. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
What concentration from the process. Embiid not fazed at all by the bump.
Here's Morant. Around the back and lays it in. Nice.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Grizzlies.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
And they'll keep possession, and they're able to recover. And we're going to have a jump ball.
That's the jump ball.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
So it's the Grizzlies now. Just 5 to shoot. Jackson pass to Brooks. From deep. He can't get that one to fall. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next